Recently, Disney has announced new upcoming Star Wars shows the second time now. Since the end of 2020, there have been 16 seasons for shows and 8 movies reportedly being confirmed to be in production, with 6 shows having already released their first seasons in not even 2 years. That's 3 shows per year, a slightly increased amount when compared to the prequels release times, where we got one movie every 3 years. So it is a reasonable question to ask why Disney has to flood us with so much content. Well, of course, because they want to make money. And while this answer is absolutely correct, there is much more behind this statement than you think. Back in 2012, when the world was still alright, Disney bought Star Wars for a bargain price of $4 billion. So despite pleasing many fans by instantly announcing 6 upcoming Star Wars movies right afterwards, everybody also understood that Disney also wanted to get its money back as soon as possible. So with the first 3 movies, they, mostly justified, broke box office records with gaining over $4.5 billion in revenue just by ticket sales, and with only $700 million of production costs. But after the flop of Solo: A Star Wars Story, they decided to move away from producing movies and even cancelled a 6th film in production about Obi-Wan Kenobi. So the real question should be, why is Star Wars flooding us with shows now and not with movies? To find out, I took a look at Disney's streaming service. Disney Plus currently has about 138 million subscribers, and with a yearly subscription plan, you pay around $80 per year, which means the platform annually drives around $11 billion to Disney's balance sheet. From a financial point of view, yearly subscriptions are also a rather safe income stream when you compare it, for example, to movie releases, which are dependent on heavy marketing and can also turn out to be a flop at the box office. Disney's CEO Bob Chapek has announced they want to increase their yearly streaming subscriptions to 230 million until 2024. So for better understanding, Netflix currently holds 209 million and Amazon Prime around 150 million subscribers. And here comes the important thing. When you look at Netflix or Amazon Prime, they both feature an enormous amount of movies or TV shows. Netflix alone increased their own original productions from 8 hours watch time in 2012 to over 2017 hours in 2021. If a show has 10 hours on average, this would be over 270 shows released in just 1 year. In comparison, when Disney Plus launched their main flagship were Star Wars, Marvel and their own animations, releasing movies once or twice a year. So with Netflix and Amazon Prime, you can come home after a 9 to 5 work shift, sit down in your couch and keep watching whatever you like until you fall asleep. And even though you already binged your favorite show within 2 days, Netflix will still make you start the new season of Stranger Things, even though you need to do homework, buy new batteries, or pick up your kid from his baseball sports lessons. And also, if this is probably not the ideal definition of a healthy lifestyle, people who want to watch something need to decide which streaming platform they are using. And when you have to compare between 270 potentially good shows and one Mandalorian season and a National Geographic documentary about African penguins once a year, it's an easy choice. So it's understandable that Disney wants to build up their streaming platform, and now this brings us the answer to the initial question. Disney knows that Star Wars and Marvel have the biggest fan base of all of their franchises, and they also know that Star Wars and Marvel are always safe way to earn much money. So they obviously want to ride the horse that has always won the race, instead of experimenting with something new with the risk that it fails. So building up a constant float of new shows is a business model to provide subscribers with constant reason to use Disney Plus instead of another streaming service, and Star Wars also plays its part in this system. which itself wouldn't be a problem if they would lay as much emphasis on quality as much as they lay on earning money.